Hey guys, Gasser here from Gassercustoms. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to show you how to install our latest product, which is exhaust system for the new 2017 Triumph Bobber. I'm going to take you through step by step. It's a little tricky. We did an install video on the Bonneville, which is a little easier than this one, so I figured, you know, why not? And a lot of you, I think 300,000 of you have watched that video, so I know it's doing something out there, so I figured we'll do it again. You want to come on in, we'll show you quickly what we're going to use for tools. It's all basic stuff. You probably have it in your garage. If not, you know, you can borrow, steal it, whatever. 10mm wrench, 13mm wrench, 14mm wrench, quarter drive ratchet, small extension, and a 10mm deep socket. We've got a 3/8 ratchet with a 12mm socket deep, also another 13 deep, and a 5mm Allen wrench or hex head wrench, whatever you want to call that. Now we've gone ahead and we've already taken the factory pipes off on both sides, but we're only going to show you today the right side install, because the other side's pretty much the same. You're just going to flip it over, use the other side pipe. So the kit will come with 2 pipes, all the necessary hardware you're going to need to install: new stainless steel bolts, washers and nuts, and exhaust hanger brackets. So there is, for this particular bike, a right and a left side pipe. The brackets are interchangeable, but there are 2 different pipes, and you'll see when you do your install that you can't really mess it up, because they just won't work if you got it on the wrong side. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So let's pick up our right side pipe. This one is brushed stainless. We're also going to offer it in black ceramic coated, and if you want it polished stainless, that would probably be a special request. Just give us a call at the shop and we can do a special set for you if that's what you'd rather. But seeing as this comes from the factory with a brush finish on it, we just figured we would keep going down that line, and that probably is going to look the best. So first step is not grabbing the muffler. You're going to grab a bracket. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to give you new hardware here, and I'm going to show you how it goes in. So this stuff basically is what's already in the frame when you take your other pipe off, factory stuff. So just leave that in there. I just took it out to show you, but we're going to leave that exactly the way it is from the factory. That little donut ring in there, leave it sandwiched. We're going to give you a big washer like this to cover up the entire diameter of that. Then we're going to give you an M8 bolt in 40mm length with a smaller washer. So what you'll do is you come on over here, you'll grab your bracket. They're going to point up. I know you want, natural tendency would be to point down, but they're actually going to point up. So let's go ahead, slip our bolt in there, drop it down in. You'll get stainless steel lock washer and a stainless steel nut. And let's just go ahead and put that on there. But we're not going to tighten it down. We're just going to snug it up like finger tight so we can still move it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing it back and out of the way for the time being, because we don't really need it yet, but it is the first step. So then you can go ahead and grab your pipe. And this is going to go into the outlet of the catalytic converter, which is under here. And you're going to slide it in until it stops, and you know, and that's just it. So let's come on down. We'll slide it in here. You can see there it goes, just slipped right in. And what you can do at that point is, like I said, remember we put this bracket on but we didn't tighten it, and now you can swing it around and it just drops right in. See that? I'll do it again for you just in case you missed it. It's back here, right? Like I said earlier, we just swing it around. It just drops in. So now you'll take your stainless lock washer, stainless steel nut. Go ahead and put that on there. Again, finger tight. Doesn't have to be rock solid just yet, because we're going to tighten this front clamp first in the catalytic converter here. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to grab this quarter drive ratchet with the deep 10. We're going to come up here. We're going to get on it. You might want to hold the pipe, you know, as straight as you can during that process. And, you know, you don't want to really crush it all the way till the clamp is completely exhausted, but you know, close enough. And you'll feel where that will, you know, solidify a little bit. The pipe's a lot more solid now. So now that that is tight, what we can do is come back here and actually tighten the bracket. So you just grab your 14mm wrench on the stud, and you'll just snug that nut down. And then you come back here, drop out, grab your 13 deep and your 13 wrench, hold that bolt, and then come on here and snug this down. Okay, almost home. So if you want to step back out there, I'll show you what I did on this side, because it's a little easier. And you don't have to do this at home. It's just how I like to do it, because it's just everything fits a little easier. I loosened these nuts on the collar here at the cylinder head, and then I loosened the entry point clamp here up at the front of the catalytic converter. You see how it's loose? It just allows this pipe to move a little bit, which has a one-piece shield that comes all the way back here, as you can see. So there's a little clamp inside here, a stainless steel clamp. So when you get it in position, you're going to want to now slide this header pipe back in and clip this pipe, this shield, back onto the new exhaust, and then just give that pipe a hit like that so that it goes back into place, right? See that? So now you'll slide this clamp back up, and now you can, same thing, grab your 10, go ahead and tighten that clamp back on. Okay, all good. So now you're left with one little component that you removed, which holds this clamp on here, or this shield on. It's just this little clamp. It's a, you know, half moon clamp, and it just sits on this little hook. But what we did was, when we designed our pipe, we used slightly different radius than or diameter pipe than Triumph used. So this system's going to flow a hell of a lot better than the factory Triumph stuff. But you know, consequently, it's bigger. We went to 1.5-inch pipe. So this bracket, you're just going to need to tweak it a little bit. So if you want to stick this end in the vise and just bend it out a touch, we've already bent these, or you can just grab them with your pliers and just give it a little bend, and you'll see why when we come down here. So you're going to slip this on the back, and we've given you a longer M6 bolt, and that's why, because the angle would be wrong and it wouldn't fit if you left it alone. So let's just go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, good. This would have been the bolt that came out. You would have used that 5mm Allen to remove it, but you're going back in with a 10mm head M6 bolt. So basically, that's it. Now you'll come on back up here, because like I said, we loosened this a little bit just to swing that pipe out of the way. Put the ratchet back on those two bolts. Like I said, you don't have to take it off, just got to crack it loose, 1 or 2 turns just so this pipe can move, and that's it. Just go ahead and snug it back down, and you're done. So that's side A of 2017 Triumph Bobber exhaust system by Gassercustoms. If you want to hear this, obviously you are going to want to. We're going to do a video on that shortly. When I put the other side back together, we're going to go outside and we'll fire it up for you, and so you can hear it. But it's basically awesome. I mean, what else can I say? Our systems are super bitchin', and we love making them for you guys, and we love, you know, hearing your responses and watching you guys enjoy them out there. And you guys are doing your own YouTube videos with them now after you buy them, which is awesome. And we love to see that, and keep sending stuff our way, because it's great. You know, it's all about going fast and having fun and just motorcycles, you know. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you got any questions, try and leave them below, or hopefully I've talked everything through today. It's not really all that complicated. It'll probably take you more time to take the old one off than to put our new system on. And you'll see once you put them in your hand, the weight difference, it's huge. These are so much lighter, full stainless steel construction compared to the factory stuff, which is also stainless, but it's way heavier. And like I said, it bolts right into the factory cat, so no worries there on emissions, or there's no remapping, none of that kind of stuff with the older bikes. Just plug and play, put them on and let them rip. Thanks for watching. www.gassercustoms.com. Bye for now.